the North Augusta Chamber, our City Council, and North Augusta Fine Arts Council. Tonight we're privileged to have Mr. Chuck Dean and North Augusta Senior High School Band, and of course, those of you who may know me or may not know me, they have a special place in my heart because this was my first gig when I moved down here from Pittsburgh in 1968. I'm not that old. I don't want to take a whole lot of time, but personally I just want to say that I've watched the program over the years and I am extremely proud of what's going on in North Augusta High School now. I had the opportunity to go to Lexington and hear them play at their state festival, and it was just wonderful. And then Mr. Dean invited me in the room when the clinician came in to work with them, and the kids were very well behaved, very professional, and they were just superb on the stage. And so you're in for a real treat. If you haven't heard this group yet, and the other group and everything, you're in for a real treat this evening. So, Mr. Dean, welcome, and please join me in welcoming North Augusta High School Band.
assistant directors at North Augusta High School. What you just heard was the combined 2nd period and 6th period symphonic band. And next you're going to hear just the 6th period ensemble perform the piece Cluster Fluster. I say it wrong on purpose. Cluster Fluster Bluster March. You might notice that this piece sounds a little interesting, and it's supposed to. The composer David Holsinger wrote this piece as a joke for his grandson. So I hope you enjoyed the 6th period performing Cluster Fluster Bluster March.
Hello. My name is Caleb Hayes. I'm one of the assistant band directors here in North Augusta. The next piece we're about to hear is called Metro Dance. It's a piece we took with us to our CPA, our concert performance assessment, and they were adjudicated on this piece. This ensemble in front of you got a superior at CPA, playing one of these. So it's a rather lively piece. We keep our foot on the gas the whole time, quite upbeat, nice syncopated rhythms. Keep your foot tapping. So here's Metro Dance. Thank you. So our next piece is called Autobahn, and some fun history about this. The Autobahn is actually a road in Germany, established in the 1940s, used for transporting military things across the country. Very long road, stretches about 800 miles or so, and the neat part about this one is there is no speed limit on the road today. So it's still used today. There's no speed limit, so people tend to go rather quickly. So does the piece. So you'll hear horns honking, you'll hear sirens going by you. You'll also hear something freeing and liberating like speed does to us. So we'll hear a nice flute soli, and join in with the horns and clarinets, and then back into a rather lively part. So here's Autobahn. So this next one is just our percussionists in the back of the room. They're in a separate class, so they work on their music separately. We've been working on this percussion ensemble piece for about a month or so now. It sounds very similar to the Austin Powers theme. The proper title is Soul Bossa Nova. So we hear some nice accompaniment with the bongos and congas, and then the melody introduced and all the pitched instruments, keyboard, xylophone, vibraphone, so forth. So it's a pretty fun one. We really enjoyed working on it, so here we go. This is Soul Bossa Nova.
Aren't these folks fantastic? Give them what started out as a year of recovery from lack of opportunities to perform has ended up with one of the strongest musical years that we've enjoyed in our program. Your children are wonderful. This is a composition by Atish Mittal. He is from Bengal, and this is called 3 Songs from Bengal. We're going to break some traditional music protocol. With the world coming out of COVID, those musicologists have decided that it is no longer cool to not allow people to not applaud in between movements. If you want to applaud, this is 3 movements. If you feel so moved to applaud after the second movement, do so. If you feel to applaud after all 3, then do so. So we're going to perform 3 songs from the Dog, and then there'll be a brief set change, and then wind ensemble will perform for you. Thank you. This is our wind ensemble. We're going to begin tonight's performance with Thunder Press Concert March. Sammy has done a wonderful job teaching this next composition. People underestimate it. It's maybe one of the most beautiful band works ever. It's on the graded list as a grade 1, but it really is like a grade 6 because everything has to be perfect. And this is Frank Erickson's Air for Band. Musicologists say that people go to live performances for the following three things. One, for social interaction. Two, to hear great music. And third, for an emotional experience. This to me is pretty emotional because with all of the bad in the world, and people say that children in our future does not look real good, it's here, isn't it? The good is all here. Thank you for support. Yeah. Give it a big round of applause. As my grandmother would have said, you're probably going to do that long-haired music now, aren't you? Yes, we are. The next piece is almost 9 minutes long. It's wonderful. I'm going to say, stand for a moment and have that social interaction for a minute, and then I'm going to ask you to sit back down, and you're going to hear one of the greatest concert overtures, in my opinion. Stand up, share, take a moment and talk, stretch.
Oh, sorry. Tell them to have fun. Are you? She's missed you ever since she
Tris Overture. It originally was composed by an accordionist and was written for the accordion, and then over the next century or so, after it was composed, it was transcribed for orchestra, and then around 15 years ago, it was done for concert band. So we hope you enjoy Tris Overture. prolific composer was Johann Sebastian Bach. And he wrote a series of compositions titled The Art of the Fugue. And we think there are around 11 of them, and this is Bach's Contrapunctus 5. It's not as long, but definitely longer at least.
Once again, my name is Wayne Hoy. I'm with the Cultural Arts Council. Somebody asked me about the schedule and what if we run out? Well, you can find us online. Just Google Music in the Park, North Augusta. You'll find the schedule for Thursday night concerts. I'd like to do this, and they didn't know I'm going to do this. Would all the seniors please stand up? And may I ask All of the educators in the room, please stand up. Teachers, retired teachers, stand up, please. With Fort Gordon so close by, all of the veterans, please stand up. We are a proud nation. Look at the kids behind us that are going to lead us. One more round for the band, please.
Thank you again for attending tonight. I'm so thankful and very proud of our seniors because they stuck with band. They had so many opportunities where they could have said, you know, things aren't the way we like, we're just not going to hang around. But they did. And not only did they hang around, they've made their band program better. And they've set great examples for the future classes to follow. So this is the emotional experience. We are about to peel the paint off the walls. We're going to do this our way. This is a piece called Ghost Apparatus. And if any of you have students that are in here, you might have heard about it at the dinner table. One, it's hard as we're blazers. Two, all kinds of things can go wrong. Third, it's perhaps the weirdest piece of music most of you have ever heard. It is about the battle between a ghost struggling to take over a video game. And in the end, it's up to you on who won. This is David Bidenbender's Ghost Apparatus.